Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down, 18 yards to go. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
Man.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Sliding out of the pocket.
There you go.
He knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. To throw again is Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. Young to throw it. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Third and 19. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Oh, the return is Sims. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
There we go. There we go.
This is taken in. It's complete.
Hey, get on. Get on.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
Wow.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Sometimes your policies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Sack him. Sack him.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sack Batiste.
Drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Yep. Pressure.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this returnable for Sims.
Get on. Get on.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Oh, dang.
I
ran right into him,
the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. As they've got it as we resume action. Jackson from the shotgun. Out to his left. Now he'll
there you go. There you go. Oh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play.
Come on, there you go. There you go. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
Derrick Henry, 48 yards. And the
Yes,
Ravens
sir.
have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Coming for you.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
Oh.
So in this case, because you know you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness.
He got it all. Just
maybe
in
a second
time.
fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play.
Still ain't let y'all score,
These guys
bro.
have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking to throw, Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Yeah, they
Partner,
doing
you hear that
bad.
sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game
Another
plan that they've
sack.
had
Get
so
him.
far.
Another sack.
Pressure, and they got
Get
him
him.
again. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need
Where your
another
D
quarterback.
at, bro?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Thielen going to go in motion right. 3rd down, Young from the gun.
Yo.
Under pressure again, and down he goes
Pressure.
again. Nandi Matabike. The offensive line
Put
is in
pressure
tatters
on.
as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
Yo.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Ankles.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Jackson.
Come on.
He's got it complete.
Yes, sir.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. In motion left goes a tight end. Play action. Now Jackson.
There we go. Oh.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone.
There we go. Oh.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, Jackson.
He's
got his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away.
Oh, come on, bro. It was
that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
Yeah, I was about
but
to,
what
bro.
often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. It's Jackson. He throws it on
what
the
are you
move,
doing?
but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like
3 straight incompletions.
Pressure
They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded
like
them. They're going to
this.
go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I'm going for it, bro. That's when I make the touchdown.
Jackson throwing once more.
That's when I make the touchdown. What I tell you? That's when I do it.
Ravens touchdown.
Yep.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Yep.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Crushing, bro.
A good drive that that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Oh.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Young will set to throw.
Get him. Get him.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now here's Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
He took off.
Stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Blow him out.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally effective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Young now.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50
And down to the 44. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
25 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, Young. To the left side, he's got Sanders. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He was froze.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Young with it, third and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Get out.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
In motion, Aguilar.
Here's touchdown. Jackson. I didn't mean to do that. Ooh.
And this will be incomplete.
That's crazy. I didn't even mean to do that, bro.
Down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
What's that about? Come on.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Get off.
The quick feet by
Yeah.
Jackson. And past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
Nelson Aguilar, 42 yards. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
Bro.
They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Young to throw it.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And no.
That's going to be intercepted.
Pick.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Henry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Jackson now, rolling to his right. Looking in end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
What the?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert,
Bro.
and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Young.
Get him.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain first down.
Get him.
And he's going to go down again. Dafe Owe able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Take that. Take that.
To force it in, and it's intercepted.
Yeah. Get off.
And shut
Get
it
off.
now open field. They will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Yeah.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Pick
You don't know how
6,
many more
icing
possessions
on
you're
the
going to
cake.
get. So really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is
Look at the pick.
defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Tucker now to add the point after.
I messed that up,
It's
bro.
wide right. No good.
I messed that up.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the
Practice
24.
run.
The Panthers out there and ready to
Getting
begin their
better and
next
better.
drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has
I
happened during the game
appreciate
in this
like,
sequence
comment,
here. Maybe you hand it
subscribe.
off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day,
Let's go.
and try and prepare going forward.
It's over for y'all, bro.
One last shot for Young.
What you gonna do? I could have sacked you, bro. Another pick.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football
Yeah,
game.
you crushed it, bro.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. When they show the film, you have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation.